Namaste, Jai Bharat. Nobel Prize is indeed the most coveted prize in the entire world. At least that used to be the case in the past. But there are exceptions to this. Many times we find that these Nobel Prizes are instrumental to something else. We find very strange people getting Nobel Prize and become celebrities. And many times people don't understand what's happening. The Bangladesh caretaker, Muhammad Yunus, is one such specimen. He was given Nobel Prize, then he was sent to Bangladesh to rule Bangladesh on behalf of, roughly saying, deep state authorities. And he had been very obediently functioning so ever since. In the meantime, he must be having his own way. He wanted to prolong sitting. He had his own way, etc. Well, that's what petty people do normally. And he had destroyed the East Pakistan, which has become Bangladesh for quite some time. Now it has gone back to the situation of East Pakistan. He had destroyed everything. There's Hindu hatred, this is all there. Hindu hatred, killing of Hindus, etc. There's a place called as Rupur in Bangladesh near Bharat's border, which was planned by the erstwhile regime in Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina. They wanted to have a nuclear power project. Bangladesh does not have sufficient electricity. They are buying from others, primarily from Bharat, and they pay. We don't take that kind of money from them, but soft terms we sell them. So it was a very thought out plan that Bharat has its character of making people Atmanirbhar, self-sufficient. So as a Rupur, we have planted, they started a nuclear power plant that would have catered to 20% of Bangladesh's energy requirement if got successful. That was initially the Russians. Soviets are no more the case. The Russians, they put their technology. They also invested money, $13 million it seems, invested. And like as usual, the technicians and expertise also came from Bharat. They don't have such technical experts. We have. So our people were working. The Russians were putting money. The Russians may not have that kind of manpower to be put in Bangladesh. That is making progress. It was supposed to be commissioned by 25, if I am not wrong. But ever since Muhammad Yunus came, the whole thing stopped. The $13 million gone. Gone with the wind. Now, Rupur is a barren place. No activities, nothing is happening. No movement, nothing is happening. Actually, Bharat was involved not just in the power project but also the power transmission. We have great experience in that. This place is far from Dhaka. Naturally, a nuclear power project has to be little isolated from mainstream civilizational area of population. So the transmission is a challenge, especially with the terrain in Bangladesh. So all those things we have taken care of. We should have done that. Well, they have destroyed it all by themselves. Now, the depth into which they have gone, well, is beyond redemption. They made, now, I don't know, suddenly they shifted to China. And China looks for business interests, that's it. Then look for Pakistan, who just don't mean what they say. They kept saying, but without meaning. Then, of course, Turkey. These people have their vested interests. They came. And now there's no one to help Bangladesh. They are still in misery, suffering, and no one cares about them. There's hardly any news about them these days. No one knows what happens there, what's happening there. This is the kind of situation when some people take wrong decisions, not nationalist people. When you have your leaders who are at least 10% nationalist, if you don't have such leaders, well, you will be in for great destruction and devastation. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Siya Ram.